Hey, Kevin, Outdoor Inspirations, coming to you again from Adcock's Nursery. Today we're going to talk about tropicals, in this case Musa basu, which is a banana tree. And we're in North Carolina, and this particular variety overwinters actually when it's planted and makes a great tropical feel to our gardens here. So let's go take a closer look. Okay, we are here with this awesome plant, tropical indeed. So Musa basu, Japanese banana tree. This particular variety here in North Kakalaki, which is North Carolina, we don't use these for fruit bearing. So I believe they have fruit that'll appear, but it's not edible. So we use these plants mainly for foliage. Obviously, it's got this amazing huge leaf on it that's just so big that brings that whole I'm by the pool, come see me at the pool vibe. And so naturally you're going to see these around our pools. So the swimming pools at a house or a community swimming pool, this just gets people in that mood like you've been on vacation in Cancun and Mexico. You'll see Florida, a ton of these everywhere. So that's just more what's naturally habitat in the southern, states and whatnot. But they've made this variety to make it up into some colder climates. So it's going to overwinter just beautifully. It is a perennial, so it's going to die down once we get a lot of cool, cold, freezing temperatures. It'll start to slowly turn and burn down. At that point, you can cut it back. You can see we're at the end of the summer season and we are getting some natural die-off now. Now, when you do cut these back, you got to be super careful, because once you make the cut, let's go way down below. So naturally, you're going to want to cut this plant give it a few inches, in the landscape. So cut it about 6 inches or so above grade. But once you're going to find a void in the center. And I'll just go back up. So that void, if left unprotected, is going to allow water to fill that gap, and then it's going to freeze and thaw over the winter and actually cause a lot of damage down below in the structure. So what that freeze-thaw is doing, it's going to go on all the cracks and crevices down inside that plant and just start busting it out as it freezes. So once you do cut this back, you have to protect it with a plastic or some kind of weed fabric or something that's going to give you that protection from filling up that stem, that hollow stem. So anyways, besides having to protect the overwintering, what you can do is live with the look of that deteriorating foliage all winter, and then come March or the beginning of your growing season, cut it down. As you start to see some new foliage develop, you can cut it back then, and then it's going to actively grow and repair itself a lot faster. But I would always do some kind of protection, whether it be dirt, leaves, mulch, something to divert water from that hollow stem, okay? Now, what are some other plants that would, marry well with this type of foliage? Well, beside us here is Bordeaux dwarf yaupon holly. And so you have this amazing foliage characteristic similar to the Musa, which is going to give a red tinge in the spring and summer new growth, but then it'll harden off to just a green, right? So you have that really unique combination that'll accentuate the vertical element of the Musa to this very low element of your holly. And so you can cascade some lower hollies in front, or some low shrub roses or annuals, perennials with this vertical element here. Okay, so these Musas, this Musa in particular, gets about 14 foot plus tall. It won't get that wide. It'll probably get 6 feet-ish wide, maybe 8. But they do multiply over time. So you're going to have this particular plant each year. It's going to get larger and more massive, the root system. and it'll actually start propagating into more and more new stems. So you'll get this big, it's almost the bamboo effect, where it's multiple, you know, it grows by itself larger. So it's going to create more and more main stems. But you know, just add, you know, some great add-on plants with this would be anything that's flowering, like roses, annuals and perennials down lower, would just really create that wonderful tropical scene that'll look great along your backyard, your patio, if you're trying to give a little bit of festive, different look and make it more tropical and fun. Like I said, these are incredibly popular for pools. So this is a poolside favorite. Some other companions that are similar that work well in the colder climates is cannas. So canna is going to give you a similar foliage and a similar look to that you could mix around the pool. So you don't have to use a ton of these. This could be your main specimen, and then you could branch off and bring back some elephant ears, some canna, some lilies, you know, keep that tropical vibe going. And then you have lantana, you've got all kinds of annuals, perennials that would just make the whole scene come together, right? So this is a beauty, and we're just bananas over it. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. We could really use your support. Please subscribe and hit that bell, because we really need some outdoor inspiration from you. Remember, all things grow with love. And if you have other ideas that you would like to see us do, plants or any kind of outdoor technique, just put those in the comments below and we'll do a video on that, okay? Keep those plants healthy. Until next time, we'll see you in the next video.